Welcome, everyone, to the Subject 4 podcast. We're a fan-made podcast about the 863 series here on YouTube. I do want to make a disclaimer that we do raise the curtain. We do look behind the scenes, that if this is not your cup of tea, that you do not like the spell broken, there are other platforms available to you. We are Subject 4 on Twitch. They are over there. They do everything that is in the episode, but with us, we like to create our theories. We like to get as much information as we can so that we can apply science, so we can apply all our thinking at once. And so, yeah, we do raise the curtain. I do want to make that disclaimer. Today, I am actually joined with our moderation team here at the podcast. So, hi, guys.
Hi, Artemis.
Hello.
Hello.
Yo.
Technically, Shades doesn't count as moderation team only anymore.
He is now
No,
a
Shades
host.
Woo!
So now he's going to be
decision making was this.
Yours?
We'll blame Brandon. We will blame Brandon on this.
When all else fails, blame
Stonks.
Brandon.
Yes.
The stonks.
That's what I do. Well, let me give you some tricks of the trade. Blame Brandon when you can.
Oh dear.
Frequently, oftenly.
Oh, God.
But welcome, everyone. Today we are going to go over the latest episode that came out. And
It was crazy.
It was very crazy. And well, it was titled "He Arrived in the Night and Things Got Strange."
It did get strange.
It did. It got really
I missed the
strange.
premiere because of reasons, so I had to catch the replay. But yeah.
Well, that's
it
okay.
was-
You get it in high definition when you catch the replay.
Yeah, I watched it in 4K, so.
Hey, I watched it 3 times, so I watched it twice in 4K. So
Kaylin's already done the transcript for this, so she's already watched it.
so
Written
the
it down.
the transcript to the conversation.
Yep, she has Matt and
both
Ben's
the text.
transcript.
I
Both the
have
text and
you
face to
send
face.
that to me.
I have
If
about
it's on a
80%.
doc.
Doc, hang on, Nugs.
Thank you.
I have
Because
about
was gonna go
80%
back,
of
but
it.
That's actually better.
I have about 80% of it written down in my chicken scratch. So,
Your Nugs, one sec.
Thank you.
Find you on here. There you are.
but very excited to talk about this episode with you guys. I'm gonna go ahead and go through the show beats because I know it seems like I'm chugging along through this, but there's so much to go over. Kaylin and Steph, when we get to the conversation and the show beats, would you guys like to do a like one reads B27, one reads Matt's lines?
Sure.
If you
Yeah.
want to. No rush.
I don't
Because
mind.
You guys have that
In the
transcript.
meantime, we'll do rock, paper, scissors as to which one gets to be rock.
Yeah, who gets to be which one?
I love
Come
how
on,
she
Kaylin,
was
you
like,
like doing
sure,
voices.
question mark?
Oh my gosh, this is a lot more than I thought was on here. This is crazy. I'm totally saving this.
This is every
Kaylin
transcript
has
from the whole series.
transcribed everything.
Yes. All
Thank
the
you.
This
conversations.
is how we do it.
Yes. So, okay, we'll go ahead and start the show beats here. We open up with Matthias intros us with a plan to meet and call B27, or AKA Benjamin Cobalt. Then when he walks outside, we realize that Tanner is going to be joining us on this adventure, and yay, Tanner! I love
Yay,
Tanner.
Man, shine, dude.
In fact, Tanner is online. Let me call him out.
Let me call him out.
Let me see if he's
God.
available to hop onto the podcast.
He should. Where is this particular transcript?
Scroll down to if you
Found
go
a fandom chat.
under Phantom transcripts, the last 2 under there. If you turn on your headers on the left side, you
yeah,
actually
I have
can.
that open.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
go down to Phantom transcripts, last 2 under that header, and just click.
Face to
It should take you right to it.
face. Okay, thank you.
Yep.
Perfect.
I did ask Tanner, but he doesn't check his messages, so we shall see. So, but Tanner does join us in this little adventure. They decide that the courtyard where the security cameras from multiple businesses can be the witnesses to the confrontation. There is concern that Woods might be confrontational, and this is kind of discussed while Woods isn't there. We're going to fast forward a little bit because we did have a dinner scene. They had Chipotle, and they did show off the album. So if you did order an album and you haven't gotten it yet, you should be getting it soon in the mail. I got mine. It's actually sitting right above my head.
Those vinyl albums look sick, by the way. They look amazing.
They
do.
are. As I'm just staring at mine right now. I don't even have a record player.
I didn't
either,
buy
but-
one. I didn't buy one because I didn't have one, so there wouldn't really be much of a point. I mean, obviously Artemis did it, but
Yeah, but I mean, it's a record.
Collector's item. Collector's item.
So, yes, we got the albums. They are making your way over there, if you have ordered one. And then, so then they all head into to Megadesk and they make the call to the Phantom. Do you have the transcript on this, girls?
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
Okay, do you guys want to read this?
Sure.
Okay.
I guess want me to be the Phantom, Kaylin?
Sure.
Okay. Very clever, leaving something behind after rifling through my belongings.
We know you're not really Wes, so cut the act. None of the stuff belongs to you.
Very well. What exactly do her little worker bees want with me now? Be quick about it.
A meeting.
A meeting? For what purpose?
We found that storage unit that you were clearly looking for. Some pretty interesting things are inside of it. Things that prove you murdered Wes.
What?
You heard me, Ben. There is already enough proof for your conviction.
You clearly didn't uncover the correct evidence then.
What could possibly be left?
I have what you need.
Then meet me tonight in the courtyard.
Confirmed.
So that takes
And that's the
place.
end of the text.
Yeah, that takes place during the text messages between Matt and B27, aka Benjamin Cobalt.
Yep.
They rehearse where everyone is going to be in the courtyard. Matt will have his AirPods in on a group call so everyone can witness the conversation in real time. Team A, Bailey, Sam, and Quinn are at Blue Base, capturing it on a vlog camera. Team B, Tanner and Woods will go behind the confrontation to where Red Base is so that they can have multiple angles of what's going on. Then after some time has passed, Matt receives a text that he is there in the courtyard. Matt and B27 have a conversation. And would you guys be so kind to read that?
Not a longer one.
It is
Okay, here we go. Put on your best Matthias voice.
Hello, Benjamin.
Benjamin is dead.
Okay, what do you want me to call you?
You may call me the Absolute.
I absolutely am not going to call you that, my man. But you know what? I keep thinking, I don't know why you even agreed to come here. Why are you here?
Why do you ask questions you already know the answer to? You said it best yourself. How did you put it? Something about being infected with purpose?
What is that? What is that purpose?
The same as yours.
You hurt people, and you do it by hiding behind a mask.
How are you any different? You tell millions of people to put their trust in you. You tell them that you will keep them safe. You can't even keep yourselves safe.
You attacked my employees. You literally hit Woods over the head.
No, you and I were the same. You're just better at hiding your mask.
I'm nothing like you.
Time will tell.
I know what you've been planning, man. We know about the serum dispersion bomb. We know that what you've been planning, what you've been building. It's all over.
Yes, it is over. My work is done now, thanks to you, for leading me to the Absolute, where poor Wesley was buried. Only this time, I will not fail.
So what's your end game, huh? You infect millions of people for what? For what?
You can't even begin to understand.
Then help me understand.
You will see, eventually.
I'm getting bored, man. I'm getting bored of all this. Why'd you come here?
To clear my name.
I know you're the one that did it. I have proof. I know you didn't want Wes to be with Deb. I know you wanted to be with Deb. I read the letters you sent to Deb.
No, I didn't.
Just tell me who did it.
No, 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 no.
Calm down, Ben. Just tell me who did it, man.
I can't. I can't. No, no. Vertigo. Virgo? It's Virgo. Sorry. Virgo. Benjamin, I will kill her. I can't. 16. 16, 2, 2, 0, 1. 16, 22, 0, 1. 16, 22, 0, 1.
Easy, man. Easy. Calm down. All I need to know is who did it, alright? All I need to know is who did it. Who was it? Zyphus?
No.
I don't know why you keep protecting him. He doesn't care about you at all.
I was like you once, filled with so much hope.
And then what happened?
She let me waste away.
Why should I believe you, Ben? I need proof. Easy, easy. What is this?
The truth, the full tape from August 6th.
The murder? Why? You've had this? You had this for... Buddy, I can't just let you leave.
Don't worry, you'll see me again eventually. You will fulfill your purpose, as will I.
You're gonna hurt a lot of people, man.
Just remember, you and I, we never had a choice. It was rigged from the start.
And that was where we left off in the conversation, and that the next episode was basically showing us that there's going to be something shocking on that tape. And the reactions, what did you guys think about everyone's reactions to the supposedly tape? They could have been cut. Do you guys remember?
I'm trying to remember. I know Matt laughed.
Yes.
And then it looked like Woods and Sam
no
were just
one else
distraught.
was no one was else laughing. Everyone looked upset.
Yeah.
Everybody was
Clearly
looking
upset.
away from the screen, whereas Matt was looking at the screen.
And
I think it was I think it could have been a cut, but it still makes for interesting content.
It was scary.
What was it cut now? Sorry, I was reading something.
The reaction to like the scenes in next episode, the reaction to the tape. It was just interesting that Matt was laughing and everyone else did not look like they were in a humorous mood whatsoever. So, but it could have been the way it was cut. But so, anyone have theories? I know we all do.
Obviously, that was Wes's grave. Obviously, Wes is dead. Obviously, the absolate was what the Phantom was after when he dug up the grave. We have all of this information, but still we're left with more questions than answers, as usual. So now the questions remain, what is the absolute? If the Phantom calls himself the absolute, what is the absolute in relation to the absolute?
It's an absolute typo.
We thought it was somebody saying absolute with an accent. Like, we had a couple different people with different accents trying to say it to see if it sounded like anything. Our one friend, when she says absolute, it almost sounds like absolute.
I still don't think it's a typo. I think calling himself the absolute was for a reason. I just cannot think of what the reason would be. The only other time we've really heard absolute would be the absolute date.
Absolute server.
Did we hear it? Oh, interesting.
Deb, 2340, oh yes, that's how strength of the signal to the absolute server. I know this off the top of my head because it's driving me insane.
I have no idea what OES means.
No. Absolutes. Everybody talks about absolutes. Are they all SIFs? Like, geez. Sorry.
You have posted that theory, correct?
That was the little things with about Deb. So yes, that has been posted.
All right. I didn't know if that was posted and we could talk about it. Do you want to talk about the absolute theory?
Yeah, we were like, every time we kept seeing absolutes, I'm like, there's like a phrase that has to do with absolutes. It's only Sif still in absolutes. And Deb seems to talk a lot about absolutes.
So is Deb a Sith?
That was a question we actually asked ourselves at some point. I mean, jokingly, we ask ourselves things like that, but 9 out of 10 times we say something jokingly and then it comes up. So
you know, I think that actually brings me to a theory that I had a little while ago, and I think this episode kind of backed that for me a little bit, because I had wrote a theory out in Spellbound a little while ago where I had said that the Phantom, whoever it is no longer. This was back when I still thought the Phantom was Wes, and I had said that it is Wes, but Wes is in a way kind of like Darth Vader was saying, no, I'm not Anakin anymore, I'm Vader, right? So I was thinking that same thing, but now I still think it's the same thing for Benjamin. I think, he said Benjamin is gone right at the beginning or something along those lines.
He said Benjamin is dead.
Yeah. I think that's because, in one of the Star Wars movies, Vader says Anakin is dead, right? So I still think it's Benjamin. It has to be Benjamin, right?
It has to be.
Who else can it be?
That's where all the evidence points.
Yeah.
Like Nugs is saying, he's looking back on his past and saying, that person that I was, that person is gone. This is who I am now.
And it seems like he's talking to his past self too.
He's conflicted within himself.
Yeah,
like Vader.
Because when he started listing off those numbers, he says, I can't, etc. Benjamin, I will kill her. As in talking to Benjamin in a third person form, right? So that's I think that.
Nugs, before we start diving into this area of the conversation, I do want to make a disclaimer. Matthias has already made it known to me and to the podcast, and if you're new to the podcast, hi, welcome, stick around. But Matthias has made it known that the series is not going to involve DID or schizophrenia or any mental health disorders. So we will not be discussing any of those type of theories because we do have people in this community who are who do struggle with DID and schizophrenia and bipolar. So we're not going to touch on mental health those mental health topics. Those are, according to Matthias, those are off limits, and those will not be discussed here on this platform. So that includes the chat. So if you're on YouTube or you're on Discord, we're going to be cautious and we're going to be respectful of people who do struggle with that. And so please be respectful. Otherwise, we'll boot you. All right. You can continue, Nugs.
Oh yeah, okay. I was.
Do you remember what you were saying?
We're on the Vader idea. The idea that it's.
I know what I was talking about.
It's a Darth Vader idea that he.
No,
he
but
no
I
longer,
think that he doesn't want to. I think he just wants to forget about that time in his life, that time with Deb, because it obviously triggered Ben when Matt mentioned Deb, right? I think he just doesn't want to remember that anymore. And I think he's kind of set on completing whatever task he's trying to complete with this absolute thing that was on Wes's body.
Well, one of the theories that I'm thinking of is it's more of we do know that the serum acts more like a symbiote. That the serum is conscious, it actually evades away from the antidote. and that it actually, so in other words, in science, if you have something that can evade another object, that's a sign of intelligence. So the serum clearly has an intelligence, and I'm wondering if that's who we're talking to, if that is who we are talking to, and that's
an interesting theory as well,
because
that's frightening.
that would be so the serum could be calling itself the absolute.
And the serum is talking to Benjamin. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
No,
Like there's a constant struggle between Benjamin and the theory I came up with was he screams Virgo all of a sudden, and maybe that's the name it has given itself is Virgo. That's how it identifies itself. So maybe it's a constant battle between Benjamin and Virgo trying to keep control of this host, if you will.
Yeah.
Did anyone else like detect like a pitch or an accent change between the absolute and Benjamin?
Yes.
Change definitely.
Yeah, it definitely did change. So
in the middle of this conversation specifically, or
yes, in the middle of this conversation, when it's towards the end, when Matt says, I read the letters that you sent. I know what you wanted. You wanted to be with Deb. I read the letters that you sent. And they said, no, I didn't. And Matt says, calm down, Ben. Just tell me who did it. And I think what
that might have been the actual Ben shining
I
through.
think Ben was saying, no, I can't.
I'm gonna go back and look.
Virgo. And
I'm gonna go back and see if I can hear that.
Then right after after Ben said, I can't, no, Virgo, we have a shift in posture.
Shift in personality as well.
Shift in
in that kind of way.
And it says, Benjamin, all creepily calm, I will kill her. And then it jumps back to Benjamin, I can't, 16-22-001, 16-22-01. Which that's another theory in its own. So it's like we have Ben shining through in here, but a lot of like
Virgo threatens to kill Deb.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back and look at that. So I'm gonna mute for a few minutes.
And I'm wondering if Virgo isn't the name, like Shades was saying. Sorry, Shades. Isn't the name of this symbiote basically? Isn't the name, but it is Ben trying to give a clue also with the numbers 16-22-01.
So my question is, what do the numbers represent? 16-22-01. What significance do those three numbers hold?
We do have somebody in the audience that they do have a theory. Are they still in the audience? Do you guys see Ashy Paws?
I know Nelson is, but Nelson usually does not hop on stage.
Yeah, Nelson and Ash.
Ash isn't on stage.
No. Are they in the audience? Would they like to come up?
No, they're not. They're not.
Oh, okay. Well,
Only
they came.
Nelson.
Inky, you were there for that conversation. Do you want to explain Ash and Nelson's theory?
Inky is trademarked.
Oh, bite me. I do what I want.
I do what I want.
Nelson, you're gonna have to help me because I was sort of dissociating in that conversation. But they ran it through. It was a number to letter conversion. Oh, Ashley's coming.
Okay.
Nelson says that Ashley's on their way.
Okay, cool. But they did have a theory. I'll go ahead and say my theory while they're on their way.
Yeah.
Well, there was a couple of theories. Like, we have Virgo, which is a constellation or horoscope. 16-22-01 could be in reference to the Virgo season. And maybe the horoscope is 16-22-2001. I also went through the periodic table of elements. Yes, my Bible. 16 sulfur, 22 titanium, O oxygen, 1 hydrogen. Could be another formula that we are. Maybe that's the formula that was around Wes's neck. But also if you take sulfur, titanium, oxygen, and hydrogen, it spells out STIOH, and if you unscramble that, it says hoist. I don't know. Leading in dead ends could lead to something, could not. I
mean, they have used the periodic table to spell things before, just saying.
Don't remind us.
Neck.
I'm going to get a neck tattoo on my neck. I swear I'm going to do it.
Frustration.
You think you are?
Yeah, I'm going
Oh,
to.
dear.
Are you? You think so?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, so I'm back from rewatching that part. I think I can actually get a little
Nugs,
bit
come
of
back and save
expectation.
us all.
Okay, sorry.
No.
I guess there's some things going on.
Shades actually needs your help, Nugs.
No, I do
Okay.
need help
The
right
women
now.
are going to turn on him.
I talked myself into a corner. Help me, Nugs.
Okay, I'm here.
He brought up
What's
neck.
going on? Oh, he brought up neck. Gotcha. Hey.
The 3
Neck is
scientists are
funny.
not happy.
Neck is funny,
No!
okay.
No!
So, what did you find out, Nugs, after rewatching?
I think there might have been a slight change, but not. I don't know. I don't know if there was a big change or not. Like going from American. I know it was more of an American accent towards the beginning, but I didn't really catch much of a huge accent change. It's not like he went from being. Well, no, that's interesting too, because we've heard his voice before, and it was more of a British type, not British specifically, but European type accent, right? Not European, but you know what I mean.
I flat out think it was British, and even
somewhere in the
yeah,
UK.
yeah, even
like we go back
our
to
fellow UK citizen over here agreed that it sounded very British.
yeah, we
It
go
does.
back to the I think it was the right at the end of the RV episode where they're in the beginning of the next episode where they're listening to the phone, the Phantom talking to whoever he was talking to, calling them sir. It was more of a British type accent.
Well,
I hate calling it a British accent because there's so much more over there, but it's the easiest to.
Well, the
to
thing is, we
explain.
didn't get a large enough sample to actually pin down a bit. Oh yes,
Yeah,
that is a Sussex accent. We didn't get a big sample for that. But
I thought you were gonna go, Cheerio, spotted tea. I was gonna be like, don't do it.
no, you forget I lived in the United Kingdom.
For Kaylin's sake, don't do it.
You literally in the United Kingdom, you literally travel 10 minutes and the accent changes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
People can pinpoint exactly where you grew up or live just by your accent there. But when we travel over there, they're like, "Are you States or Canadian?" They can't tell our accent apart at all. But when I went over there, it was during the election. It was Obama versus Bush, and so just because I was so sick and tired of hearing politics, people are like, "Are you States or Canadian?" I'm like, "Canadian."
not even saying you're so tired of it.
I was so sick, and then they were like,
done.
but it didn't help. They were like, "So what do you think about your neighbors to the south?" I'm like, dang it.
You can't escape.
No,
We
I
can't
couldn't.
escape being American.
I couldn't escape the
dear.
politics talks
Meanwhile,
over there,
I'm
but
calmly on the other side of the ocean, watching you all in chaos.
Yes. Yeah.
Avoid the politics.
But that's how we us Americans roll. We just like the thing is like what you see on the news is definitely not what like 90% of America is. 97
No, it's not.
90% of America is just like, yeah, we go to work, we come home, take a nap, eat dinner, and then we go to bed.
Well, then there's a little bit that go around with big trucks and American flags on their trucks and scream Yahoo with cowboy hats, but you know.
Yeah, that's Shades on the weekend.
Yeah, I was gonna say Shades.
No, he's not.
Yeehaw.
No, he doesn't own a truck.
I don't own a truck. I don't know. I feel stereotyped right now.
Oh dear.
You can't feel stereotyped by a bunch of Americans.
I mean,
Actually, kind of can, but
yeah, you can.
We're all from
It's
different
just
parts of
you're
the
being
US.
we're accentist. Accentist. Is that a thing?
Is that a? Yeah.
I don't think that's a thing.
Well, maybe we should start it being a thing.
Yes, an accent.
I don't know.
Anyways,
But I do see those people
I-
frequently on the weekends. So.
I have permission to be the one doing the explanation
okay, from Ash.
from Ash and from Nelson.
Okay, so let's go ahead.
Ash is
Okay.
here.
Wait, Ashley arrived?
Yeah, right as you said that too. It's pretty funny.
If they want to
Oh,
come up on
God.
stage, just raise your hand, Ash.
You
Yeah,
can
I'll drag you up.
hold them. Oh, you can. Okay.
Oh, he has.
Yeah, everyone
Somebody
up here
can, I
can
don't
pull
care.
them up.
We all have magical powers.
I don't because I'm recording.
Everybody but Artemis.
Quick,
has
we can
magic
do
powers.
whatever we want.
No.
Not
That's
after
dangerous.
one push of a button by me. You
Yeah.
can push one button and none of you
And
do.
hammer.
Yeah.
Delete
Hammer
server.
time.
You just have to hop up on stage, Ash.
Hovers over the delete button.
Yeah.
Dear.
No more
Hello.
servers.
Sweating profusely.
Hello.
Joking.
Okay,
Hey, Ashley.
so I don't know what website Nelson was using. Oh, he just posted screenshots. No, Mike. He put them in some kind of like code decoder, and it came out with the letters PVA. So I was like, I'm gonna Google that because that sounds medical. That sounds like something used in like medicine. And it turns out it is polyvinyl alcohol, which is it's a water-soluble
blue.
synthetic polymer used in paper making, wrap sizing, thickener. It's a stabilizer and adhesive formulations in a variety of coatings, 3D printers. It's colorless and odorless, and it says it's soluble in water. And there's a formula for it. I think it's like carbon, hydrogen, and I don't know what the last one was, but it made me think, what if this is an ingredient of the serum, either the clear, the red, or the entire thing?
Well, it's also
It's foam.
explosive and flammable. And
Yes.
we do know from the dropping of the safe that one of the components is lit.
Yes, that's what makes me think, because I even, after we found this out, I Googled it. I'm like, wait, is it flammable? Yes, it's highly flammable and explosive.
Yes, this is why I could never work with Shades.
Because she would burn the entire plant down.
I would. I really want a big old block of that foam and just set it on fire and just, yeah, it's just something in me. I'm sorry.
And $2,000. I'll send all of you a block of foam. $2,000
You won't
a
cut
piece.
me a deal?
2,000 a piece?
Wow.
$2,000.
I can go to a trampoline park and grab one of those for free.
Well, wait a minute. I just Googled something else, and now I really don't think it's part of the clear serum, because
I'm just
Googling it, it is used to increase the viscosity of pharmaceuticals, meaning it
Yeah.
makes it thick, sticky, and like frictional.
It's
Well, that
also
and
it's
PVA
also
glue,
like
right?
in thick water, isn't it?
Yes, it makes
thick
it like
water.
thick. It makes it thick,
Yeah.
which we know
Yes.
the red serum is
Thickened
pretty
water.
like thick.
You haven't
So
you
thick
haven't
water.
lived unless you've drinking thick water.
It's
Well,
disgusting.
I have
Oh,
not
I don't
drank
ever
it.
want to. I don't want. I want to.
don't
No, I want to
plan
see what
on
it is.
Oh,
But I was
Big
a fan of the Redacted channel.
water. Enter.
Kaylin, I'm sending you.
reading further, it is
That's so
often
expensive.
found in over-the-counter eye redness and eye lubricant. And what did we read was happening with the serum? The serum was coming out of his eyes. Maybe it's something related to keeping the eyes from leaking.
I don't know.
No, because
This is all really weird for me because PVA glue is like the number one glue in the UK. So I'm used to seeing that for completely different context.
Yeah, I was gonna say PVA glue. I've used it a bunch of times.
Yes, he's used for dry
actually-
eyes.
Interesting.
So
But the thing is why would he shout that? That's like
Hang on.
that would
Yeah.
be like
I'm-
him shouting like.
I take Adderall. I'm kidding.
What if it's an ingredient for the antidote? The
Wait,
counter
well-
agent.
Okay,
Wait,
hold on. The
Team-
science based
hold on, hold up.
Go ahead.
When you said the PVA, I looked it up, and I immediately saw carbon. When you said carbon, that triggered something from what we think is actually in the antidote.
What if
We
it's
think
an antidote ingredient?
We think carbon nanotubes are in the antidote. So I looked up PVA carbon nanotubes. There's actually an article about the synthesis of PVA infiltrated with multi-walled carbon nanotubes. That's actually something they use together.
Well, that explains why he shouted it out. Maybe he wanted Matt and us, the subject 4, to know that's an ingredient to the antidote.
Oh, I don't know.
What if
And maybe
I
Virgo's
just-
the project name for the antidote.
He really needs to type in absolute into
oh crap,
the...
it could be a project. Sorry.
Oh,
I
Can
looked up.
you type in
One
Virgo
more
and
project,
absolute
one more
into the
project.
directory IDs and see if there's anything? Because he has access to that, right? He can just type that into the directory and see. We can't
Yeah,
remember how to log into the site, so we can't do it.
Yeah, they have the emulator on the SD card, so all they have
Yeah.
to do is open
Matt,
it.
if you're
and-
listening, type in Virgo and type in absolute.
We've already told him to type in absolute.
Type
That's
in
on the
Virgo.
investigation with Matt.
Oh yeah, that's true. We did tell him to do that.
They're just telling us to get Virgo neck tattoos. That's all it is.
So
No.
what you're saying is we
You're
need
gonna have
subject
Virgo on one side
4
and neck on the other.
to spam Matt's investigation area.
Yes.
Oh no.
Oh
Yeah.
dear. We didn't. I'm not saying that. I'm just
I
saying we
wanna
told
publicly
him.
state- I want to publicly state that I had nothing to do with this.
We're moderators.
Exactly.
If it's not allowed, we'll just delete it all. Sorry.
That's more work.
It's more work.
It could be a project, but that is interesting that what you found actually does match
I've
up
been
with something that
talking,
we've
I've been
looked at. Good job, Nugs.
Yep.
That is
I just
actually
made a whole
interesting,
joke
actually.
and nobody heard
My
it.
sound editor, everyone. My sound editor.
Yeah, sorry, Nugs, for our lovely little script, like reading this thing in the beginning. Good luck turning my mic down when I shouted. I do apologize.
No, it wasn't very loud. So
Really?
yeah, I
Okay,
got
good.
fairly
No, it
okay
wasn't.
headphones, and
Yeah,
it wasn't very
cool.
loud.
Cool.
Yeah.
Anyway. That is interesting. It does match up with something that we've actually looked into. But yeah, I feel like Absolate and Virgo could potentially be projects, and he really should type them into the directory ID when he gets the chance to see if there's any documents there.
Yeah.
Carbon
need information.
nanotubes, sulfur, titanium, hydrogen, oxygen.
Carbon nanotubes are a stabilizer, so
Sulfur, titanium. Sulfur, titanium. Why would you?
PVA is also used in disinfecting things as well. Sterilization, deodorization,
in a
So
very
stuff about-
specific water.
stuff about destroying toxic gas.
Mm.
Oh,
No, that's like
Oh.
that. No.
I think
Ooh.
Steph literally just figured out that it's not an ingredient to the serum. It's an ingredient to the antidote or the counter agent.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think antidote.
Because he specifically
I
said
would
through
say
the text
antidote.
message, he said, I have what you need.
Yes,
The
and
antidote.
I'm also thinking. I've been thinking about this for a while since they went in the desk. What if the clear serum is the actual counter agent? Since they did say that it was mixed with life's blood to make the side effects not as bad.
Because in the last episode, we got confirmation that
it was a 2-part serum.
It's a 2-part serum.
We believe
and we've seen the clear serum.
Yeah.
The clear serum has been used in the dispersion bomb.
Counter agent, we have no idea what that is.
Both serums were on the dispersion bomb.
The counter agent is what we believe was in the Mountaineer. I don't think it's the antidote that's in the Mountaineer because of the label. I think it wasn't a mislabeled antidote that's in the Mountaineer. I think it's the actual counter agent in the Mountaineer.
Yeah.
That's possible.
There's a difference in volume.
Do we believe,
the volumes and stuff.
So we believe that the red is the Kickstarter and the clear is the stabilizer.
No.
Strike that, reverse it. Yeah.
Yeah, reverse that.
Clear is the Kickstarter. Red is the sustainer.
Why would the Phantom then inject himself with the clear?
We have ideas. Kaylin, am I allowed to say it yet or no?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. So, based on the timeline, because everything we're doing is based on the timeline here, the clear serum was invented first. That is actually Project Pegasus's original serum based on the timeline. The Life's Blood wasn't created until 2000. So what were they testing in the early 90s had to be the clear one. They realized that the clear one wasn't stable on its own. They couldn't get it to work right. That was everything that was going wrong. All those things that were tested in 97, that was on the clear serum. Red serum came later, and that was meant to be the sustainer, the thing that actually, when working together, would actually stabilize the serum. Based on the time.
Because it said it took it needed a huge shot of radiation to stabilize it.
Exactly.
And so that's where the radiation is coming from, is from the Life's Blood. I got you.
That makes sense, actually. Yeah, that makes perfect sense.
It's a controlled level of radiation as well, because the notes that we've found suggest that Benjamin was hit with an extreme amount of radiation, and that is what made him like vomit and have
things come out of his
serum
eyes.
coming out of his eyes and nose.
The serum wasn't ready to handle that.
No,
because the serum. I don't know if we should say this part yet. This was your discovery. I'll let you say it if you want to say it yet.
Maybe not. I don't know. Basically, my idea is that the original serum was to combat radiation, like a vaccine for radiation.
Oh, that makes sense. It actually makes perfect sense.
Okay,
yeah, it didn't hit me until I read those things.
I typed in Virgo onto the directory ID. Nothing. Typed in Absolate. Nothing.
Yeah, I got nothing too, because that's what I was just doing.
Darn.
What about PVA? I doubt that's going to do anything.
No,
but
PVA is not going to pop.
What about Elmer's school glue?
Elmer's school glue. He just comes up with a bunch of files.
I know. It's like, what? I did something.
Project 863 solve.exe.
Yeah.
Sorry for the people that on our YouTube restream chat kind of went down for a second. So.
Uh-oh.
It's back up.
Oh. Okay. Cool.
Okay. Well, thank you so much, Ash. And Nelson. Nelson is also.
Nelson's the one that figured it out. I just did the research on what he figured out.
So thank you guys.
It's both of us.
Thank you guys
Big
so
ups
much.
to the homie Nelson.
Yeah.
Nelson Cyphus helping project or subject 4.
Yeah, our homie.
Interesting.
Thank you guys so much.
Yeah, no problem.
Local Nelson fights Big Nelson. Head of Syntech.
Oh, Ash, before you someone put did you already put him?
Oops.
Yep, I'm gonna find him.
Okay.
I got it. I got it.
No.
Eric.
I did it.
Come back.
Hey, Ash, go ahead and give your
There you go.
go ahead and give your Twitch stream a shout out.
My Twitch stream is not family friendly. Just gonna say that right now.
So be
You have
warned,
been
guys.
forewarned.
But because you're helping our community will help your community. What's your Twitch stream?
It's the same name as here. Same with my YouTube. Everything. It's the same name.
Ashy Paws
Ashy Paws.
at Twitch.
Yeah. Yeah, that.
Twitch.tv.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you. That's all I wanted.
Yeah, no problem.
Alrighty.
All right, thanks. Okay. There was one more thing I wanted to go over. And maybe
I just hear pages of a notebook turning, and I'm like,
yeah, I have
Yeah.
I have 4 pages of notes on this episode alone.
Jeez.
I don't write a lot of notes down on the
We
episodes.
type
on my
everything
head.
up.
yeah, I just take mental notes.
Mm-hmm.
We type
Metal
everything
notes?
up.
Probably my issue.
Benjamin.
How many pages did you say our master file was?
Shh, nobody knows about that file yet.
It's
It's over 100 pages.
If you see a
Oh.
file called Elmer's School Glue, you know what's up.
You know what's
Shades from life coming here to.
Does anyone
project.
recall when Matthias said being infected with purpose?
It was at the beginning. Oh, no, I
said
don't
that.
remember when he.
A
No.
long time ago.
Okay,
Like
they
that was a throwback to previous episode. I feel like a previous season.
I don't know.
If
I
anyone
can't remember.
knows what that throwback episode is, please let us know, please, because
Yes, please.
infected with purpose. He said, how did you put it? It being infected with purpose. Like he said, he was quoting Matthias in this. So,
Which is, yeah.
I would like to go back and see what that was referencing to, or what was being discussed. That could be another clue.
Oh, someone said it. Infected with purpose was mentioned on I Witnessed a Murder.
Interesting. Okay.
Eyewitness. Do we have a timestamp?
Yeah, I can kind of. Skimming through it's a really bad idea, but. Being infected. Got
'Cause
quiet.
that could
Everybody's
be-
looking.
It could be a play. That's a play on word. That could be a play on words.
Kenna said right at the very beginning of the episode.
Yeah.
He said it right at the beginning.
Kenna said it was at the very beginning.
Oh, okay.
I mean, yeah, like Compsci was saying, infected with purpose could mean like now the Phantom actually has B-27. Benjamin Colbert actually has purpose because he was infected with purpose, and so that could be the absolute talking there, saying like before Benjamin had me and him, he served nothing. But now he actually has a purpose because I'm giving it to him.
Now he's infected with purpose.
Yes. It's kind of like a Venom type of like thing. I believe Venom tells Brock that he was a nobody until Venom infected him, and now he became a somebody. So it's that kind of like dialogue that I'm wondering about. But I also want to know if Eyewitness a Murder, when Matt says infected with purpose, I would like to know the context and the timestamp so I can look over that
I
again.
just looked through the intro. I don't think it's in the audio from the location 3 audio at the beginning of the episode, but I went through the intro and I didn't hear anything. And then now they're talking about the murder tape where I am. So, I haven't found it yet. No, I don't want to go to full screen, thank you.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does. Yes, he does. No, just kidding. Let's see.
Airport.
What?
Virgo, very ignorant, raging octopus.
Wow.
Love
No one saw
plane.
that one coming.
And that's Project 863 solved, everybody.
And
The
this is
Phantom
why
is a
she's
very
not
ignorant,
allowed on
raging
stage. Sorry.
I'm sorry. I'm watching the chat to see if anybody found it, and all of a sudden I saw that, and I was like, oh gosh, I couldn't help it.
I mean, the living
Doc
the
Ock
living-
confirmed.
The living miracle actually pointed out something, a possible combination of Virgo into elements.
Oh yeah, I see that. If you scroll up a little bit more. vanadium, iodine. I'm not even try to say the third one in oxygen.
Rhodium. I tried. I failed.
Roentgenium. Roentgenium? Is it
I'm not even gonna ask.
I'm not a chemist.
I'll let
I'm not
you
a
guys
chemist.
try to read it.
Rhododendron. No.
Rhododendron.
You guys
I
know
gave it a
that
shot.
Dad's a chemist, but I don't know if he would read it.
you
If he
guys
could read
know
it.
that there's 2 people on our team that are Virgos.
I don't care what
Matt
I am.
and
Woods.
Woods would
It's
be
not
Virgos.
me.
Yeah,
Matt and
and
Woods.
are Virgos.
Yep.
I don't know what I am. I don't really
That
care either.
has my gears turning. Cause sure, okay, going back. Now that you pointed that out, because going back to when there was that big argument. Yes, while it was mainly it was mainly between Matt and Woods. Yes, Sam was also part of it, but it was mainly between Matt and Woods. And it makes me worry that this sounds a little bit stereotypical, like doing stereotypes on people, but what if the personality of the person who takes the serum makes it work differently? Like, what if Benjamin himself is like a Virgo? And like the serum works better on certain types of people. Because assuming that it is hypnosis or some kind of mind control serum, okay, spoilers, because we are probably gonna just post our unedited notes on Spellbound later on. But some people here on the podcast know that we did
that felt like the most YouTuber thing to do. It's like
of Benjamin
merch, dude.
prior
Merch.
to
Merch.
the
This one is the serum because I'm Serum Boy, infected
the
with
notes
purpose now.
Oh man, that's so
were
I'm trying to make money.
science file on the science file. I keep saying science file. Oh my goodness. But one of the things that matches with, oh god, now you guys filled the chat. Can someone get me one of those horoscope things for Virgo? Because Benjamin, taking into consideration, like taking that his profiling is copy paste from what I've got from looking at his handwriting, he's very goal oriented, and his generosity is limited, and might want like some form of compensation. Is that how you say it?
Yeah, compensation.
Yeah.
Compensation for his quote unquote kindness and generosity. He's also very prideful, and has this intention to be the one placing the final stroke on the canvas of making the entire thing, be the one who puts the final dot on the situation. He has a lot of self-control and like simplicity on the things that he does. But one thing that does pop up is blocked emotions. Now, I'm not sure about you guys, but that lashing out when Matt suggested that he might have killed Deb does not come up to me as contained emotions. But overall, he does match up with the stereotypical Virgo.
I am sorry. I have a little bit of background.
Sorry, we did find out infected with purpose. He said that during when they first talked about Emiko's merch designs.
Oh.
Muko, do you have anything to do with this?
Matt is
Go
wearing.
explain yourself.
Matt is wearing the
come back on
serum.
stage.
Matt is wearing the serum shirt, and he says it's because he's infected with purpose.
Well, that confirms that the Phantom still watches the content.
Do you think he bought merch?
What if the Phantom's wearing Emiko's merch right now?
Yeah! He could be like sitting his lazy boy in the RV, you know, opening a cool one and eating an
With
MRE.
his serum t-shirt.
In a serum shirt. Yeah, totally.
Emiko said dude has the drip.
Dude has the
drip, dude.
Oh my gosh.
That's funny.
So
hi, Emiko.
So, yeah. Anyone else have any theories about anything that stood out?
This is a long shot for me, but we've talked about the Phantom being British or some form of English, right? What if 162201 is a date? Because if you know the British, I've learned this from Zoe, interacting with Zoe a lot. They do their dates differently than we do, and you know that they put it out of order. Well, I say out of order, but you know, like we'll say 8603. What if it's 162201 being a date of January the 16th, 2022?
We don't do it that order though.
Yeah, they don't do that. Yeah, that's not an order in the UK. It goes it goes smallest
day, month, year.
Smallest to biggest in UK. So day, month, year. We go month, day, year.
Well,
so it
there
would be
isn't 16 or 22nd month though. That's the issue.
Yeah,
there's 16th and 22nd day, but there's no 16th month unless I've missed a lot of my life.
If we all have.
Yeah, exactly.
I thought more likely a day and time. So 16 would be the day, i.e. 16th of September.
22.
And the time would be 22:01, 10 p.m.
8:10, yeah. 10. I was at 8:10:01 p.m. Okay, interesting.
The only other thing I can think of is it's a combination to something, or
that was my first. That was my first thought with those numbers when I first saw them on the community post.
Yeah.
My brain instantly went to combination locks. So like a locker code, you move 16 to the right, 20, back and forth.
Yeah. Oh,
or it could be a set of coordinates that they put in the RSD.
Doesn't
match.
I don't know.
I tried throwing them into coordinates. I couldn't pinpoint anything.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't know if 3 just plain numbers is gonna really do much because a lot of coordinates. I guess it would be X and Y and then Z, but if you're thinking coordinates, it's more like longitude and latitude.
Yeah, it doesn't really match up. Okay, I mean, personally, when I heard the way he said it. The way the Phantom said those 3 numbers, it felt like those old transmissions through radio. Like they were saying some kind of frequency or something like that.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
Radio.
Like codes, like a code for something, which is obviously why Nelson went to the what letters it is. 16th, yeah, PVA, right? Huh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Wait a sec. Out.
All right, time to open up a bunch of decoders.
No. Actually, one came up through my mind. Does anyone remember? Oh gosh, does anyone here have watched Gravity Falls?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's like I'm thinking of the one where they like give a word, a keyword, and then the first digit is, and like the word is used to decode. I don't know the name of the decoder. That's the thing.
Different types of ciphers, yeah.
Yeah, they use the word as the decoder for the cipher.
What if the Phantom is actually the Queen of England, says Emiko?
I don't think she's the right height for the Phantom.
I don't know about that.
And being that straight, her poor
Yeah.
back. Poor lady.
Could be Prince
The Phantom's
William.
definitely younger.
It could be Prince William.
So I get two Bible scriptures.
No, I don't think it's going to be William.
I get two Bible scriptures when I look up 16:22:01. I get Numbers 16:22 and 1 Chronicles 16:22. Numbers 16:22 says, "And they fell on their faces and said, O God, the God of the spirits of all flesh, shall one man sin, and he will be angry against all the congregation." 1 Chronicles 16:22 is, "Do not touch my anointed ones, do my prophets no harm." Okay, so 16th Bible, the 16th book of the Bible. And we'll look up 22:01 on that one.
Do not touch my anointed ones.
Yeah.
Do my prophets no harm.
Interesting.
He's the absolute.
What's the 16th book of the Bible? I should know this.
I don't know that off the top of my head.
You know.
Water be like...
I'm going to have to count on my fingers.
Okay. Yeah, you guys are crazy.
Here we go. Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, Deuteronomy, Joshua, Judges, 1 Samuel, 2 Samuel, 1 Kings, 2 Kings, 1 Chronicles, 2 Chronicles, Ezra, Nehemiah. Nehemiah 22:01.
I'm sorry, the thing Emiko just posted in the chat.
I know, that's what I'm.
What did he do?
Elmer is dead.
That just killed me.
Oh.
Emiko, Wednesday's post podcast was not enough entertainment for you.
See, I wasn't there for that. I went and
chat.
I went and cleaned somebody's gutters.
Wink, wink.
$15.
Airport plug the Discord link here. Wink, wink. Nudge, nudge.
Oh yeah, by the way, we have our own personalized Discord link now. Discord.gg/subject4podcast.
There is no
plug. Okay, thanks so to you guys and all of the
Yeah, it only goes up to 13.
Shameless plug, yeah, exactly.
Nehemiah only goes up to 13. What if it's let's go to first chapter 22. Nope, only goes to 11. That's a dead end.
Like that's the only reason I think that's the only thing that I can imagine it's for. It's a combination to something. It has to be. That's the only numbers that make sense.
That's why I went straight to a combination, and it'd be interesting. You know, I don't think we've really found we haven't had a lot of locks that were specifically not keys.
Right.
I mean, we've had some, but it's, you know, it like I said earlier, reminds me of a padlock combination, like a locker combination, because a lot of those are 3 numbers. That, like, the ones that I had I didn't really have one in middle school. Or in high school, I never used it. But in middle school, when I used my locker, it was 3 numbers. Now, do I remember those numbers now? No, not at all.
Actually,
however, it was 3 numbers, you know, right, left, right.
My middle school locker number was D164. I have no idea what the combination was.
No, I'm saying I don't know the locker numbers at all, because when I went to the high school here, I never used it. I just carried everything around in my backpack. Actually, I used it once. I opened it once to put a binder there, and I left it there for the rest of the year. Never used it. What were you saying, Artemis?
Was it one of these padlocks?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. That's exactly the lock I was thinking. Actually,
are the numbers enough?
Huh?
Are the numbers like high enough for it?
Oh yeah.
16, 22, 01. Yeah.
So it goes up to 36.
I forgot the 16.
It goes up to 39.
Oh.
Yeah, 39, 40-ish.
Science babes, I sent you a DM.
Oh,
okay. Taking a look.
But yeah, that's exactly the lock I was thinking of.
Across
that exact brand because
as
we
soon
have
as
some
you
of those.
As soon as you mentioned it, it clicked for me too.
Yeah. But that's the only thing I could think of with those numbers because it didn't match up with the date. It didn't match up with I didn't think of coordinates at the time, but even then I don't think it has anything to do with coordinates.
The coordinates don't match. I already tried to check.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not even America, so.
Is everything all right, Artemis?
Oh yeah, everything's right. I sent them a science
a
science journal thing. I have them looking over the same thing I am because my head just went. So because I looked up the hex color for 162201 and it's black.
Well,
I mean,
nice.
I mean, he's on brand.
So on PubChem,
he's on brand. So
yeah,
on
and then
this comes up with a source category that says government organizations.
Oh dear.
Where's Squatter when you need him?
Well, hey, I can tell you some things about that.
Oh no.
Yeah, there's no Squatter in the audience.
No, Squatter's not here, but
yeah.
Yeah, Squatter. Usually Saturdays aren't good for him. He's with family.
Oh, that's fine. CrouchingBison.com.
Ethanol.
Aw, no Nick leaves.
Yep. Thanks, Alyssa.
Hydrogen. Sulfate,
Yeah, Alyssa.
C1215 alkaline ethers. My head.
Ethanol is an alcohol.
Yeah.
Yes.
2 amino compounds.
All we're hearing now is the.
I'd have to go look.
Just random science.
All right,
it's the
I'm going ahead. I'll go ahead
process.
and post this. I'll post this in recording chat and airport if you want to grab it and post it in YouTube. More people looking at it, I guess. Okay.
Serum component inventory.
There you
Something looks familiar from when we were.
Yeah,
Where'd I have?
I actually had this up a little while ago too.
Where's the RV stuff?
Polyethylene glycol.
I don't know if it was this exact link or not. Yeah, it was this exact link I had up earlier. Ethanol 2 amino acids compounds.
Because this is the reference.
Why?
Welcome to the dark side.
What, me doing it too?
I just keep hearing random science words.
New bromine. No, that's not it.
I was making fun of them with the whispers of science, and now I'm doing the same thing. Oh no!
Can you imagine
Matt, I blame you.
Can you imagine laying in your bedroom at night and just hearing ethanol?
Just quickly, ethanol 2 amino acids compounds with polyethylene.
Shades. Nothing else turns me on than that.
Oh god.
Oh god.
Emiko, I love this. Sorry, Joshy, I love this.
Oh god.
Sorry, I thought it was Emiko's. Joshy, this is amazing.
The thing is, this substance
Joshy,
as a combination is called
high entity Emiko.
This substance by name. This substance by name is 162201.
That's
Is
what
what?
Emiko said.
It's because Emiko.
Kaylin, type it to me. What did you say?
So the substance name is 162201-45-8.
Mm-hmm.
That's the actual name of the substance.
Yeah, it's the reference number. So yeah, that's.
Yeah.
But I don't know what it does.
All right, let's reverse search this reference number. Bing, bang, boom.
Yeah.
Oh, it only brings me up to a calculator.
It just says.
It turns out 162,201 minus 45 minus 8 is 106. I'm just kidding. It turns out this is
Wait.
That's all right.
problem.
Wait.
If you type it in, if you type 162201 in the way that it was written on the episode, the first time this Phantom said it, it comes up with a math equation that answers 11.
It's 11, guys.
It's 11.
We
solved.
solved it.
Don't get me started on math equations. When I saw the circuit diagram, I was tempted to try to figure out the voltages and stuff.
Oh goodness.
I actually figured out all the parts though, but I didn't bother with the math.
Hey, you know where this where ethanol 2-amino compounds with polyurethane glycol hydrogen sulfate 2,12,15 alkylate ethers is originated in?
Where?
Sorry, I just blacked out for a second. What?
The United Kingdom.
There's a lot of connections to the UK with all of this. Just saying.
It is really scary.
It's
What are you
scary.
guys doing over there?
Fintech is global.
Kaylin.
Wouldn't you like to know?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Kaylin knows
no.
something apparently, and she's not
I
even
can
telling
buy
me.
it. I'm gonna buy it, guys.
You're gonna buy what now?
It's
This-
scary how much
this
stuff we
chemical.
looked up that you could actually buy that are
You're
chemical.
gonna buy this chemical.
Just buys random chemicals off the internet.
It's scary. You
You get a letter from the government. What exactly are you using this for?
It's scary that people can buy something.
Science.
Even better. In a
Not
couple
like
of
the
months,
news lab.
we
Don't
just
buy
do a
it.
podcast where the title is no log number because it's not an actual podcast. Attempting to recreate life's blood.
Matt pops in. Guys,
What you guys
are
doing?
you okay?
He would not. He would sit there in the audience until we noticed him.
Oh
You
yeah.
just laugh us.
No, he's
Well,
probably.
hey, is he in the audience?
He
No.
could be listening. No,
He's
Nah.
listening on a burner account right now, you know.
No, he's listening.
Oh, that was on YouTube.
Yeah, he's on YouTube.
True.
How
Bro,
many
we
people
know
do
it's
we have
Baguette.
watching on
It's
YouTube right now?
Baguette. It's Baguette.
Wait, here?
That's Matt's burner account. It's Baguette.
That's Ender.
That's Ender. Yes.
Anyways, do we have anyone in the audience who has any theories, questions, or observations? Go ahead and raise your hand, and if you guys want to pick somebody.
Oh, I thought you were talking to us. I was like, yeah, Darth Vader.
Oh dear.
The Phantom is Darth. I'm a Star Wars nerd. Okay.
We know.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah,
We
you're
got
talking to
Raven.
another
I'm the one
there.
who
I don't
brought
think
up
we've
Siths.
seen- I don't know if we've had Raven up here before.
Yes, we have.
I think we
But-
have.
Yes.
Have we?
But
Okay.
Biggie, I
there's
don't
somebody I
recognize.
trust, and you can bring up if you want.
I can bring Raven up. I'm confused. Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can.
Okay. There we go. Hi, Raven.
Hello.
Hi.
What's up?
You have a theory, I'm guessing?
Yeah.
What's up?
You ever notice how you said the guy said just remember we never had a choice. It was right from the start. That got me thinking, like, what if from the next episode clip, what if they saw a collusion with Deb and Cyphus? So that's why the episode was like, remember, it's rigged from the start. So
He says, you'll see me again. You will fulfill your destiny. You and I had no other choice. So
Yeah.
that's what you're referring to?
yeah.
Yeah.
Just
it-
remember,
he
you
was-
and I, we never had a choice.
It
it
was
was rigged from the
rigged
start.
from the start.
Yes.
So why
did you
would
do
why would the quote unquote bad guys say you will fulfill your purpose? If Matt is on Deb's side, why would he want Matt to fulfill his purpose?
Because what if it's reverse psychology? Because
I think. Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
what if
Raven.
what if it's a reverse psychology? Because the lines are so blurred of who's good and who's bad and who's just in a moral gray area. So what if the next episode we see either Deb or Nelson shooting what Wes, because Deb is as guilty as Wes is by association. So
what if the footage was changed so that there was nobody actually in the car when the flash went off?
Either that, or we have an extension of the footage. So maybe we see the person going into the car at the beginning. I mean, obviously, we got a few days to theorize upon that, but
yeah.
What I'm seeing with all of this is you are the villain in someone else's story.
Yeah.
I am not. How dare you? No.
Well, I think you're the villain of my story, Artemis. Making me slave away at my computer all day.
You chose to do that. Nobody asked.
I'm just kidding. But what I was gonna say was, I think by when the Phantom said that Matt would fulfill his purpose, I think it may have something to do with the fact that the Phantom does know that Matt. It's all about perspective, Bailey says. Hi, Bailey. But I think it has to do with the fact that I'm pretty sure the Phantom knows that Matt was exposed to the serum, and I think he knows something we don't. So I think he's saying that in the sense that, oh, now that this has happened, what was supposed to happen to Deb is going to happen to him, whatever that may be. Yeah, Bailey, hop on up.
You might have a point, Nugs, because if you go back to like the trap video, they said, Deb, you'll know what to do. So clearly there was a purpose for her to be infected. So that's one way to look at it.
Which is why I'm saying that, because now that it's not Deb doing it, now it's Matt. So whatever was intended for Deb is now happening to Matt. Therefore, it should be the same thing, right? It shouldn't not happen to. It shouldn't not work, I guess.
Right, because
it's Matt,
stopping Matt at this point would be stopping Deb, pretty much.
You also can look at the fact that Deb seemed... There's something we noticed when Matt was arguing with her about trying to get the cords to Location 3. She said she can't put a very important subject at risk or something along those lines. But she seemed to not care about the fact the other two subjects were in danger. What makes Matt so different?
Well,
we thought
Matt's
about
infected.
This. No, this was before Matt was infected. This was going to Location 3.
Matt's infected.
Because
remember in our little thing?
It's Matt's YouTube channel.
I guess. I suppose.
Yeah, without Matt, there's no connection to Subject 4.
Yeah. So.
But you also pointed out that if anything happened to the other two, you would riot, Artemis. So, and so would most of Subject 4. I don't know. There's just a couple things. There's a couple things that he has he has to fulfill a purpose for Deb, but now he's maybe fulfilling another purpose. Clearly, because don't forget that we say she says they're subjects, but the files were patients. Also, they have a purpose. We don't know what the purpose is. We still don't know what the whole purpose of what everything we're doing is, to be honest. Deb's so vague with us.
Well, according to Deb, it was to find the serum. According to Deb, it was to find the serum, to find the formula. But then when she found out that... Well, yeah, and when she found out that the Phantom was already at the grave, she's all like, oh, never mind. Like, he's already got it. So, duck and cover.
He's got the absolute now, so it doesn't matter. Everybody's gonna die.
That. Like,
this is what I mean.
What if the absolute is the formula?
That's what we're trying to
she
figure
said
out.
it like that.
That would be weird. Why call it the formula? Also, the formula for what? For life's blood? For the clear serum?
Right.
For the antidote? What formula?
Oh my God, it's Alyssa.
The absolute has to be something different than a formula. It has to be something in regards to the serum, but not the formula. It's something important. But
yeah.
Obviously, because they went and, the Phantom went and dug up a grave for it. But here's the thing, is the Phantom said, "You led me right to the Absolate where poor Wesley was buried." So that insinuates the Phantom didn't know where Wesley was buried. That's what blows my mind. So if
that kind of clears him then. If he had to be
he didn't know where it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
he didn't know where Wes was. Deb didn't know where Wes was.
So hi, Alyssa.
Hi.
Hi. Do you have a theory?
Altari, ladies and gentlemen.
I don't know. I kind of do, but I'm just.
No, share.
No,
join
it.
Share
Join
with
us.
the class.
Join from the dark side.
One of us.
What's your theory?
I don't really. I can't put my thoughts into words.
Hey, same.
So much.
I struggle with that every day.
So, I don't know. Just keep talking and maybe it'll come back to me.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
So the Phantom didn't know where Wesley was buried. So if he killed Wesley, how would he not know where Wesley was buried? So that kind of clears the Phantom.
Not necessarily.
No, not necessarily.
Yeah.
I
But
mean,
definitely-
who's to say that the Virgo, let's call it like that. Who knows if Virgo doesn't have the ability to like block him out of the access out of his own body?
Well, who's to say that the Phantom Benjamin buried Wes there?
That
Right?
too.
You never know, because he could have, killed Wes and then walked off, right?
He might have been convinced that he might have been convinced that he didn't shoot him fatally. But then the antidote was the one that did the cleanup job and lied to him about everything else.
Could the Absolute have shot Wes and buried him, and that's why Benjamin has no, like, the serum did it?
It could be that. That's the obvious resolution to all this.
Well, how recent after before the murder was the papers, the papers written about Ben experimenting on himself?
Hold on.
I'm pulling that
timeline.
up too.
Actually, I don't have it in stuff yet. I can't query stuff yet. Darn it! I have to pull up the timeline.
Yeah, well, no, fine. I'm pulling it up in the Notion thing anyway.
We actually I could pull up Steph's data because that would be easier for me.
Yeah, I'm just gonna pull it up in here, but yeah, because it could have been right after, because it said that it did say, I think it was one of Wes's little handwritten notes. It did say that he was getting aggressive after
July 10th, 2003, and July 15th, 2003 were the Wes's journal notes.
Okay, so that it was very soon before those happened, and it did say that Benjamin also blamed Wes for expanding the dose. No, expanding the doses.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe it has something to do with that too. Yeah, I'm trying to find where it says that he thinks I did it.
What if someone else killed Wes and just pinned it on Ben because he was the easy target? He already blamed Wes for everything.
That's the other option here, and that's more what I'm leaning towards, just based on the reactions that we saw from Matt, Woods, and Sam when they watched the full tape. I'm gonna go ahead and say this, and people are gonna love this. I don't necessarily believe this, but what if, imagine you're watching the tape, Wesley gets in the Mountaineer, you see the gunshot go off, and then you see Deb get out of the passenger side of the Mountaineer.
How would we even know it's Deb, though?
It would be a female in a ponytail.
Yeah.
But
Well,
we
there's
also have
another-
Jordan.
Yeah.
Here's my question though. Why
Well, is
would
Jordan confirmed to be
Deb
female?
shoot Wes?
Yes, Jordan
Yeah.
was.
Okay, I
confirmed
wasn't
female.
sure because
Yeah.
I've been thinking. I wasn't sure.
Shades, tell me,
Yes.
Bailey.
what would be Deb's motive?
Thought
That's what
Alyssa
I'm
was you talking.
Oh God, Bailey.
Bailey. You can hop up and talk. If
Bailey's
you want.
having an
I
out of body
already sent you
experience
the
through
invite
Alyssa.
already.
Deb's motive. I've been trying to figure this out, and I think it stems from. I don't want to say that Deb didn't care about Benjamin. I mean, Deb was kind of cold and had a hard time expressing emotions, but I think deep down somewhere she did care about Benjamin as a human being. So
We
seeing
talked
him,
about
I don't
this.
think it was love though.
no, it wasn't
Like
love.
it was for Wes.
It was more of a humanity thing, like a compassion for another human being thing, and
right.
maybe Deb did kind of blame Wes for it. Maybe she went to Wes so many times and begged him and pleaded with him to stop all of this, and the only way that she could see stopping Syntac from the inside was to eliminate Wes.
We talked about this and the fact that as a clinical scientist or even any sort of doctor or nurse, you tend to distance yourself from your patients so that you don't get emotionally invested when they die or something bad happens.
That's why she's so emotionally
Where's
disconnected.
my paycheck, Matt?
Emma
I'm just
Coase,
I'm just
I swear.
laughing at Emma Coase.
I look away from the podcast chat for not even 30 seconds.
And Emma Coase back.
And you just like chaos.
The legs are what do it for me.
I know.
That's-
I was like, is
God,
he beauty?
no.
But is this Felix Kjellberg? Like what?
Yeah, Deb has definitely distanced herself due to the fact that she's a clinical scientist and doctors can't show patients what they're really thinking. That's something that they're taught.
Right.
So,
Or it could very well be that Wes kind of stabbed Deb in the back. Like he sided with Nelson in the end. He decided to go with Nelson, and Deb felt betrayed. And now it was a 2-against-1 situation, and she started with the one person that she knew she could get the closest to, which was Wes.
Mhm.
yeah, I think they all split 3 different ways. I think it was a complete shattering. I actually did some art on this because I had this idea where they're literally 3 different pieces to the puzzle, and they all had their own followers.
My head
Yeah,
hurts.
so I started with the Phantoms.
Wes had his own group of people that would help him, and Deb has, well, all of us right now. So
I still don't
that's
believe that.
interesting.
I still don't believe Nelson is alive. I think Nelson's dead.
No, I agree. Now that we have the grave and whatnot and all that,
Yeah.
I don't think he's alive anymore.
What if the absolute has already infected Nelson? And so the end goal is to spread the absolute.
Oh, I just had a brainwave, and I don't know if I
or
can say this, but-
absolute. You're talking absolute like the serum.
The serum,
chill.
like the serum doesn't him, like the
as in the absolute calling
Kaylin,
itself
worm tongue.
symbiote, the symbiote.
Yeah.
Kaylin, worm tongue.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh.
Oh no.
You're gonna have to explain yourself now.
Yeah, I am, aren't I?
Rabbit hole. Rabbit hole.
Oh, we
Yes,
went down this
down a
one a
rabbit
long
hole.
time ago.
A long time ago.
Nick's
so
here.
we were thinking, oh gosh, we've been thinking because we're going to be going over another little things coming soon. And one of the things we were talking about was we were looking at GR when we were looking at some of the stuff. And when we looked at the stuff, we were reading through like Wes and it was Wes and GR's conversation, and he's like, "Oh, Wes told him, oh, you're playing into something about like manipulating Cyphus in a sense," and we're like, this sounds like the way he was describing it. It sounds very much like if you've ever watched Lord of the Rings, the character Wormtongue, where it's the little voice the guy that was speaking to the king.
Oh, I know what you're
corrupted the king.
talking about. Yeah.
So what if now you said the symbiote is like corrupting people? If Nelson injected himself, the symbiote is worm tongue. He's speaking in his ear, telling him what to do. It's a worm tongue situation.
I could so see that happening.
Oh God!
It's this little entity in your head that's like telling you, you know, it's that evil little voice telling you to go to the zoo and let all the animals.
Worm tongue.
Yeah.
Or it just
for that theory.
I would like
or
to
if it's
point
not that
Or
voice.
Gollum.
Like
Gollum with
when
him.
you guys mentioned that, I immediately thought of musical nerd time, but Be More Chill, the supercomputer, what it wants to do is, or what it proposes itself to do, is to give each individual exactly what they want, and make an ideal world where everyone has their wishes turn true. What if that's the upgrading?
What if I wanted someone dead though, and they didn't want to be dead? So there's an impasse there.
When you said supercomputer, my brain went absolute server. Rabbit holes!
I would like to point out that there's also a Doctor Who episode that has to deal with the symbiote, and it's called Mr. Sweets. In case anybody was like a hardcore. A squatter's here! Squatter would know.
A squatter.
I just want to say Stargate to anyone out there that knows what that is.
Stargate 20 SG1. No.
Yeah.
Now this is starting to sound like Twilight Zone level stuff. Oh gosh. Oh dear. My brain hurts now.
This is what happens when you get nerds in the same room.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna. We've been going on for about, let's see here, an hour and 40 minutes. So we're gonna go ahead and wrap up this. This episode. We'll probably stick around and chat. That was a lot of fun last time, so we'll stick around and chat on Discord. If you're listening on YouTube, head over to our Discord. We're gonna still be on the stage, but it's more gonna be like loosey-goosey, just us talking, probably rabbit holes. But
I want to stay, but I gotta go to bed and go to work in the morning.
It's late for you, so everyone say bye, Mistress.
Bye, Kaylin.
Goodbye.
One thing I do want to say before I end this recording on YouTube, I do want to make it clear that the conversation does not stop here, does not stop in the comments, it does not stop on the podcast or this platform, but the conversation continues. We have amazing outlets to get our theories out there and build upon each theory. We have Reddit, we have plus.spellbound.com. We also have we are Subject 4. We have the Science Babes here on YouTube. Their links will be in the comments, and we thank them for all their hard work, because a lot of our theories are built on their hard work and their hard research. And but definitely go take a look at their videos and start a conversation in the comments. And we want to just encourage Subject 4 to continue the conversation, because that is what makes Subject 4 the best subject. And we'll see you again on Wednesday. We have another video scheduled for Wednesday. And remember that the end is near. Season 2, the end is near. So
can I say something about that real quick?
Yeah, what's that?
So I'm sure you guys are questioning why we haven't been posting on our podcast platforms, Apple, Spotify, etc. We do plan to start posting these live streams out. I'm getting through them as quick as I can, and we're going to get those out, and we'll be back posting every week or every podcast or every 863 episode in season 3.
Yes, we will be doing that to catch up, and especially during our break. So we will be caught up for season 3. And but yes, I hope you guys have a fantastic day, and we'll see you guys later. Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
Laters.
Bye.